through Teo the sub, and they're moving up for a start. Mobile rolling. Nearly set now for the Cranbourne Pacing Cup. Mobile on its way. Set and they're racing. Great start too. Shortly after, Quite Famous buckled. He hopped out of his gear, Quite Famous. He dropped out to the tail. At the moment, Kentuck from the pole leads Vanderport, Springfield Raja, and Glenn's Thunder goes forward out 4 wide. In behind them, Vanderport. He's out of his gear, Vanderport. He's broken up. He contacted cross time. Elliott broke up. Lincoln Storm was skittled, and Quite Famous third last, and they're well strung out around the turn the first time. Glenn's Thunder now taking on Kentuck for the front running. Around the turn the first time at the 2100, and Glenn's Thunder now crosses Kentuck. Working up on the outside is Area Code now to be third. Fourth on the inside is Gosh of the stablemate Springfield Raja. In behind them, 5 metres away cross time. 6 metres to Vanderport. 5 metres Quite Famous. 6 metres Lincoln Storm. And 5 metres away Elliott. At the winning post the first time. 2 circuits to go. And Glenn's Thunder in front by 2 metres. 2 Area Code. 2 metres away third is Kentuck. 1 by 1 earlier Springfield Raja. Fourth on the inside the stablemate Gosh. 5 metres to cross time, 6 metres away Vanderport. He's fourth last, followed by Quite Famous Lincoln Storm, and 4 metres away Elliott. Along the back of the 1650, Glenn's Thunder held together by a sulky's length to Area Code. A metre back on the inside is Kentuck. Fourth on the rail is Gosh, being covered up by Springfield Raja. He's fifth and having the run of the race. 4 back on the rail is cross time. Vanderport now 3 back on the outside. He's being tapped up by the same token, followed by Quite Famous on his back. Then Lincoln Storm, and 5 metres away Elliott. At the 1200 though, it's still Glenn's Thunder on top by 2 metres to Area Code. He's sitting up second without cover. They haven't gone hard. 2 metres away third Kentuck, and 2 metres away fourth is Springfield Raja. Back on the rail is Gosh. Vanderport now 3 back on the outside. On the rail is cross time, followed by Quite Famous Lincoln Storm, and 4 metres away Elliott back at the tail. Down the straight, a circuit left to go in the Squib Equine Division Cranbourne Pacing Cup. And Glenn's Thunder's been left alone. He's a sulky's length in front of Area Code. He's had no luck. A metre back on the inside is Kentuck. He's held up. Springfield Raja fourth on the outside of Gosh. Vanderport out of the straight now hooks to the outside 3 wide. Quite Famous on his back. On the rail is cross time. Then Lincoln Storm, and 4 metres away Elliott. They head to the back after the bell. Inside the 800. Glenn's Thunder going okay. He's held together by 3 metres to Area Code. Vanderport out 3 wide, making ground. Kentuck can't get a run. Springfield Raja held up between Quite Famous and Gosh on the rail. Then Lincoln Storm making up some ground from cross time, and 4 metres away Elliott. At the 500, Glenn's Thunder shaken up. He's 3 metres in front. Vanderport works up to be second. Area Code is gone. Quite Famous out 3 wide, running home only fairly. Kentuck in behind them, can't get a run, followed by Gosh and Springfield Raja. Lincoln Storm now hooked to the outside from cross time and Elliott. Around the turn though, 250 metres out. Glenn's Thunder held together. He's the one to beat. 3 metres to Vanderport. He's flat. Kentuck can't get a run. Then Quite Famous, followed by Gosh and Springfield Raja at the 150, and Glenn's Thunder got away. He's 5 metres to Vanderport, boxing on. Quite Famous running home fairly well, followed by Kentuck, but it's all Glenn's Thunder and B Frost. He's getting weary. Quite Famous on the outside is picking him up. The post will be too close, and Glenn's Thunder wins by a metre to Quite Famous. 2.5 metres away third was Gosh, just in front of Kentuck and Springfield Raja and Vanderport. Then Lincoln Storm from cross time Elliott, and last in was Area Code. Number 6, Glenn's Thunder, driven by Vic Frost, the winner of the Squib Equine Division Cranbourne Pacing Cup. He got away at the top of the straight. Quite Famous, who broke up shortly after the start, dropped out to the tail. He found some bother shortly after the start also when Vanderport broke up. He was out the back to third and fourth last. He tacked up fairly quickly. He looked some sort of a chance about 150 metres out of picking up Glenn's Thunder. He started to rapidly overhaul him, but the early effort has taken its toll, and Vic Frost, getting plenty out of Glenn's Thunder, has got home in the Cranbourne Pacing Cup. Numbers about to be posted on race 7, the Squib Equine Division Cranbourne Pacing Cup, in which Vanderport virtually put himself out of business early doors. He was 3 wide for the last 900 metres. He got to second at the top of the straight. He was being tapped up. They were a long way from home, and he just couldn't go on. Number 6, Glenn's Thunder, driven by Vic Frost first. Second placing in the event goes to number 5, Quite Famous, driven by Jim O'Sullivan. For owner Alan Hunter, it looked like being another big week with, of course, Sir Vance victorious on Saturday night in the VFL Insurance's Size Classic final, and, of course, winning the Geelong Pacing Cup with Quite Famous, and just for a stride. Inside the 150, he looked another big chance of picking up a major race and, of course, winning with Vance Glenn in the carousel with his brother Len Hunter. But Quite Famous has done a mighty job into second placing, and third home is number 10, and driven by Gavin Lang. 6, 5 and 10. Officially fourth, number 4, Springfield.